Hello, hello. All right, baby sleeping. So we're going to try to get another round of these done. I have Enchanted Dream Symphony 1 playing in the background, so that is the voice that you're hearing. Just trying to multitask, get my videos watched while I'm getting my own recorded. Okay, I'm going to do the tail. My dog got himself into trouble today.
So this right here is her Wear Love Blues. Cute pictures, mothers and daughters. Just are really, really pretty. So we have that, and then you see it looks like a house of emblems in there, like the design.
We are off.
Offcuts. And then here, this right here is pretty thick paper, but just, copy paper. This looks like something else I had made. How the instructions. Okay, so there's a pocket there, a pocket there. Pocket here is a little scratch on the door. And I did go ahead, these are double-sided, and then a tag there, so there's a pocket there. It even tells you the size and how it's scored. So yeah, that's a project maybe we'll do later. I do not remember who saw do these. I do not. But that's made out of this pretty thick cardstock.
You see what
This is the
got
extra
going on
thick
here?
cardstock that I had purchased actually by accident. I didn't mean for it to be that thick. And then I think these were, okay, I think these are projects for this that I had put together because of course you need, the front and the back. And so I think that's what those were for. But I thought today we could take maybe
But I'm not seeing the problem here.
maybe do some tags.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't understand why this is.
Wear Love Blues vintage photos. Thought that would be fun to play with today. And then we have these, so looks like I have the envelopes. We may even do a little something with envelopes perhaps. I guess we can make a pocket.
I'm like, something does not look right here.
Pictures of from the top. She folded it like that, and then she folded this corner down so far like that. So, and then she covered this, and this, and of course glued this, so you have a pocket there, and then glued here, and you have a pocket here, and then she opened that up, and you have a pocket in there, and then ever how you glue it down, you can have a side pocket or a top pocket. So, who knows, we may do some of those. Oh, and then I have these little bags laying around over here that I had showed you. This right here is natural patina. These are vintage, I only have a couple of them. And then this is one that we sprayed with some spray that I had. So I think these are just regular papers. One-sided, so those would be good for the envelope or bags. So we will set that over here as well as that, and we will start with, I guess, just
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one.
really thick cardstock. Just cutting this down, and making us some 3-inch tags. So today, let's see if we can get this blank.
Okay, there's that one. Now I gotta do this side. 1, 2.
Made to drink milk from a wolf's udder because the pack said I was a curse. I was born clutching my dead twin's throat. They called me a killer before I could cry. My father dragged me into the woods and fed me to the forest monster. The wolves came instead. They didn't bite. They circled.
have one of these there, and one of these right here. Okay, so that goes that way. This goes this way. This goes this way. Hoping to be able to get through all 4 steps with you guys this time. I did do some pre-gaming by getting this pile of doubles done beforehand. Goes right on top of there. This lines right up on there. There we go. Okay, something's up here. Come on. Ah! This one too. There we go. And the one that went flying. There we go. this one. It's right on top of there. Okay, that's that row right there. Okay, next.
It got stuck in the branch that it was growing on, and then it also has a line from where it was strung on the plant, but still perfectly edible, just not visually as aesthetic as what we consider perfect produce. It's misshapen. That's not allowed to go into a box to go to a retail market. There's a lot of food that gets wasted because it doesn't have this perfect appearance. But inevitably, you're going to have produce that doesn't meet that standard. We call those number twos. This is another example of a number two. Two grew into one. Absolutely edible and tasty and delicious. And so by working with someone like Misfits, we have this beautiful, healthy, organic produce that's absolutely edible that we can package and sell to you guys.
On farms, fruits and vegetables get tossed for so many different reasons. When they have a funny shape, they're too big, too small, or even when they have just too many sell. And it's mostly because traditional grocery stores don't want to buy these products. They only want the best looking stuff. And it's not just fresh produce. It's the parts of salmon that just aren't as popular. It's cookies when they get new branding or new packaging. It's pasta noodles when they get packaged in the wrong box. At Mrs. Market, we buy all that perfectly good food. And we pass on savings to our customers. We've rescued nearly 200 million pounds.
Yeah, my Misfit Market account is currently on hold. I got really pretty irritated with them around the holidays, and I really encouraged them to launch an investigation because I'd had an account with them for probably 2 years, and barring, like, I'd had issues where, like, my order was late, and so it'd show up on Saturday instead of the Friday that it was supposed to be delivered. Or I'd had a couple issues where I received a food box, but it was not my order. Had my name on it, but it was not my order. So I'd had a couple issues like that, but nothing that I was mad enough that I was contemplating, canceling my account. But Thanksgiving, the week before Thanksgiving, my order didn't show up on its delivery day, and the company, they did not contact me. I had to contact them to figure out where my order was. And they said that my order had been canceled by FedEx because apparently they dropped my food box and had to dispose of it. And I'm like, okay, first time this has ever happened. Benefit of the doubt, But I did, file a complaint that, I don't feel it's right that I should be the one contacting them to find out where my order is, why it wasn't delivered. And if FedEx isn't notifying them, that's something that they need to deal with. But if FedEx is notifying them and they're not notifying me, that's still a company issue that I think needs to be dealt with. So I was perturbed because, I had already been to town and done the rest of my grocery shopping for Thanksgiving. So what was coming in my misfit box was the rest of the ingredients that I needed for Thanksgiving dinner. And so when it didn't show up, I'm now having to make an unexpected extra trip into town to go get the groceries that should have been delivered to my house, right? So, they apologized and, they gave me a credit. Not a very big one. It was only $5 credit, as a way of saying, their apologies for my order getting messed up. Okay, I gotta pause for a second because 2, 2, 3. Something down here is not mathing correct. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This one should be like over here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so there's something up here.
The Quiet Lab mouthpiece is one of the best around, and the customer service is terrific. I love this product. I can now sleep with my husband, and it is amazing.
Hey, I just want to say that the Quiet Lab's anti-snoring mouthpiece is
Does that fix it?
which effectively reduces or eliminates snoring. It is very effective. They've got this pretty sweet discount happening at the moment. Not sure how long it's gonna last, but here's the really good
No, we're still feeling a little crooked.
and they throw in a free travel case and cleaning watch too. Look, I know the freebies are nice, but really, this thing changed my life. If you're dealing with snoring like I was, you've got to try it.
Yep, something's still off.
I guess we need to kind of decide that now, don't we?
This needs to go over one. There we go. Now we're on there straight. Okay, then from here we got this. This.
This round the bottom. Use my corner chopper. Let's see.
Okay, so back to my story. So $5 credit toward my next order. Okay, moving on. So leading up to Christmas, I have my delivery scheduled before, the week before Christmas. Again, I have already gone to town and purchased everything that I need for my my Christmas dinner. And surprise, surprise, once again, my delivery doesn't arrive. And once again, I go onto the app, and lo and behold, what does it say? My order has been canceled. Again. So I reach out to customer service, and I'm like, okay, I'm inquiring as to why my order was canceled. Da 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 da. And wouldn't you know, it was canceled because, FedEx reported that they dropped my box and had to dispose of my food. So twice in 2 months. First time it had ever happened after almost 2 years of being a customer. Twice in 2 months, both right before holidays. Suddenly FedEx has become so careless and has dropped my box not once, but twice in 2 months. So I messaged customer service and I said, if it were me, if I was, a president in your company or whatever, I would be investigating to see if the same handler, quote unquote, dropped the food box. Because I find it very interesting that this has now happened twice in 2 months, both before major holiday. And I said, and with that, I am suspending my account because I feel that there is something going on within your company that is not beneficial to your customers. And hopefully when I come back, the issue has been resolved. They messaged me back and, indicated, again, apologizing. There's a credit on my account when I come back. Another credit. And they did indicate that they were going to be looking into whether or not it was the same handler both times. Because it didn't happen until it got to our local, the tracking and everything was fine until it got to our local FedEx hub. And then suddenly the box got dropped. So, will they notify me? Will they let me know what the results of their investigation is? Probably not. But it was suspicious enough for me that I'm like, so you figure out what's going on with your couriers. I'm going to save myself the frustration of anticipating having what I need only to have it not show up. So this third pink goes on this end yellow. So right there. So yeah, I miss the convenience of having Misfit Markets / Imperfect Foods. Just being able, knowing that I didn't have to worry about making a trip into town to get salad mix from my dragons, for example, because I had that set up to every Friday. I would get salad as part of my food order. Salad greens and stuff like that. So it saved me extra trips into town to get what I needed for my dragons. And now I have to remember that I have to go to town to get food for them. Or when I'm grocery shopping, I have to remember, oh yeah, I have to pick that up now because it's not coming to my door anymore. So I do miss the convenience of that. I will definitely say that, but I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever reactivate my account because I don't know. It just has left a foul taste in my mouth, to say, so to speak. Need a 2 and a single, and then a triple, and then a double, I have a horrible glare. Let's try that. One, two, pink, salmon, and a triple pink. Up 1 for a triple pink. Up 1 for a double pink. A single pink. Okay. Let's come over here and do this side.
Sleeves, pearls, frills, ribbons, beading, pink with ruffles.
You can try to picture yourself in every dress in the ton, or you can use Google search to try on new looks. We have lost the light.
Oh, nonsense. Mrs. Wilson, would you fetch a lantern?
Daytona is the brew's choice for floor jacks and jack stands. Built tough and rigorously tested for fast.
So 1, then a single. Then a triple. Triple and a triple. Okay, I need some. Oh, and by the way, I don't know if I said at the beginning, I did the whole last step 8, which was 5 layers. I did that off camera. which I'll do again. I learned that last year, that if I only do the hour, if I film everything from start to finish and 1 hour at a time, that I'm really, really pressed to have things glued and secured by the time, the glue, the projects that I finished last year, the glue was not firmly cured by the time I took it to fair. And so, like the panda completely fell apart. It broke off. Part of that is I specifically said don't carry it by the head. They handed it off to a kid to take to the table, and guess what? He carried it by the head. And surprise, surprise, the head popped off. But, that's the risk you take when entering stuff like that at our fair. Probably the risk you take when you enter at any fair. If I'm being, really honest about that. It's kind of a enter at your own risk prospect. I mean, you even, when you're doing your entries, you even sign paperwork stating that you will not hold the fair responsible for lost or damaged projects. So it happens. But I think a big part of that also was that I was working on it all the way up until like right before the fair, and I don't think the glue completely cured, so it was a little on the soft side. And that was my speculation anyway last year, but having had this sit for a little bit, for a couple months, the whole bottom of structure is really, really solid, whereas the stuff I've done the last couple days, not so much. So that kind of tells me that my theory is correct, and that the reason that the structures were so unstable at the fair was because they hadn't had time to completely cure. The glue hadn't. So I'm working on these off camera as well as on. And anything that I don't have finished by July 15th is not going to go to the fair, because I want to give it at least that month for the glue to set and cure. So, oops, and let's do this. The top of the bunny tail. Okay, we're gonna bring this back over. Come here, tail. Okay. did that?
Although it looks like
Oh, there it is. I'm like, where'd the little tail go?
it could be like a belly button. No, it's paper glass. Okay, I see that. Cute. Raise that up. Right on that.
And then the last row for this, for step 9, for this filming.
These are just samples. Yeah, and then a lot in the bottom is not being made, so I mean a lot of those will be really cute to use to put on these tags, as well as a lot of those digitals. Oops, excuse me. Got out these appliques and things. This was from a vintage dress.
Oh, I forgot I need to get a bunch of pink ones
That would be super
out.
cute. Different little goodies in here.
I'm just going to grab a handful.
This smells good. I have one of those thingies in here. Yes, I do. From the Dollar Tree. Like, so much of our stuff is vintage. In fact, the way I actually get these little packs here, fragrance sachet. Oh, that smells so good. From the Dollar Tree, and I think you get like 3 or 4 in a pack for $1.25. And I put them in the drawers where I have appliques or fabrics and different things like that. And oh, it makes the whole thing smell so good because it's been closed up. They work really well in these little containers that your lid's closed completely up. Probably not so much in baskets, but in those they work really good. So, alright guys, so this is our tag of the day. So that's the top, that's really cute. And our journaling card. And then our little pocket, so I guess we'll just call that a tag pocket. Alright guys,
2.
thank you all so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. I love you guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
I don't know what Facebook is going to choose. I'm not Facebook. YouTube is going to choose to play next.
John, I'll introduce you to Carol on the set.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. Thanks so much for joining me. Lovely to have you here. And it should be book page bash video today. So what kind of is going to be, I'm going to be working with some book pages. I'm going to be working with some Edith Holden.
Oh, and I'm out of.
What I am going to do is start a new journal because I don't have enough of them on the go. She says to me.
I'm like, I'm out of doubles, but
Yeah, so
I reach in for singles to make doubles with, and I pull out more doubles.
I've been wanting to use this for a while. It's been sat on my shelf, and I've been taking odd pages out. So I didn't deconstruct the whole book. I've been taking odd pages out of it. I need to make room for some new books, as you know. I can see where now, but there are pages where I've just torn them out of places. And I'd like to use, well, not all of it, but I'd like to deconstruct it. I'd like to use the cover to make a journal. And because I've got all that, where is it? Doesn't look like an awful lot. No, it's organised, but it is still an awful lot of nature ephemera here. And remember, I've still got the box that needs finishing off, so there's probably some more in that as well. So if I tip it
So
that way,
4
I'll see
across.
what I've done. I've kind of labelled it so I
1,
can remember what's in. So in that back
2,
one, it's all the others that are not
3,
journal cards, pockets, and fillers,
4,
you know, so booklets, belly bands, paper clips,
and a
that sort of thing,
single.
and a couple of extra large tickets because and tags because they need to go at the back because they still be seeing everything. And then the next one is all journal cards, tags, and pocket fillers, and these are the ones that are all ready to go. And it, you know, there's not really, there's plenty there. There's not really any room in there to get more in, and I have got some on my table waiting to be stitched. And like I say, there'll be some in that
you're not going to hear much of this stream or this video that I'm watching because I'm just about done.
Decorations, but I'm going to stitch around them and put some journaling paper on the back. They're book page mates, so they're ones I've had a while. You know,
So
they're nature.
once I get this piece glued on, then
It's going to be nature.
be ending the video for today.
So, journal. So I'm going to, what I want to do is choose a couple of the gorgeous images from the book and use those as
I'm going to deal with those later. I'm going to deal with this mess later.
reinforcement in there.
Well, later being like next week because I have
Good, so right through. Good, so right through.
other topic videos that I need to get filmed. Like I need to get tomorrow's video filmed.
Out samples. So I think I'll probably have some of that on there. And maybe a couple of see-through pockets, lace see-through or something like that. Yeah, so let's just take a couple of pages out for you. It's not going to be a very long video.
So it is currently the 5th of February, but you will see this video on the 12th, I believe.
Various things that we need to
But I need to get the Friday the 6th video filmed. So
that's taken a few. I really just
if you've watched my channel, if you're been here a bit, you'll know that I do record.
early spring or summer.
I record my videos. I try to stay a month ahead, so that way, barring
I could just stop there and I've got
anything that's a super major catastrophe, I can take a break from filming and not have videos for you guys. This last go around, I will say that the depression hit me really hard this year. So what I should have been doing in December was filming for February, because January was dedicated to Jumpstart January by Edith at Scrapbooking with Me and Craft Space Refresh with Kara Brandon. So I knew I wasn't going to be filming project videos during the month of January, and so December should have been spent filming these, so that way I could have just had them uploaded, and then once February hit, I can record for March and still be on schedule. But like I said, depression hit me really hard this last season, and I just didn't. I don't even think I stepped foot into my craft room in the month of December. So, yeah. So I'm behind, but I will get caught back up. But that's where we're at for now. So far. So as I said, I will do step 10, which is 4 more layers on my own, and then in the next video with you guys will be step 11. So thanks for tuning in, and let's catch you in the next video. Bye. Peace out.